Hi guys, FireMan7 here, welcome to the channel, and it's our first episode today of our first FM20 series. Obviously the beta has dropped the other day, so I've had a little time to play around with it, but I'm bringing you the new series with Arsenal, my beloved Arsenal, and I hope you enjoy it guys, because I'm going to get very passionate, and stuck into this save, just like I am in normal life, which I tend to do in my other saves as well. I do get quite theatrical, but this one more so because obviously it's Arsenal, and obviously you know what us Arsenal guys are like. I'm going to probably get quite negative at some points, but like I said, I hope you enjoy it. This save as well, we are going to be doing a bit differently, so if you want to find out how, make sure you stick around guys. But first of all, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you do like what you see, I'd appreciate if you hit that like button, and obviously if you want to get updated as well when the videos come out, then make sure you hit that like button. I'm likely to do 2 videos a week. Obviously with work, and I've got some external projects that I'm doing as well that are non-FM related, so I'm going to stick to the 2 videos a week. Obviously when the actual game drops, I'll probably go down to maybe 1 Arsenal video a week and then 1 Gordon Ramsay save a week. But if you guys let me know, if I can do more I will, but I think at the moment the idea is if I have it set where maybe Arsenal is Tuesdays, and I don't know, Gordon Ramsay is Saturdays, then maybe if I can do more, then I will do more. But I just want to have them set one so every week they will be out without fail. But let me know your comments guys, let me know what you think about it. But without further ado, I just want to go through the rules of this save, because obviously like I said, it's going to be a bit different than normal. So in this save guys, I'm going to be doing a head coach challenge, and what this basically means is a few things. The first being, I cannot make any signings whatsoever. All the signings in and out of the club, whether it be the first team or the youth team, is going to be the responsibility of somebody else at the club. What that means is I'm basically a head coach. All I do is I manage the first team, I coach the first team, I look after training, I pick the squad and manage during the games. So that is all I'm going to be doing. That also means that the responsibilities such as scouting, players' wages, youth coaches, youth training, stuff like that, that is all the responsibility of other people at the club. That is not my responsibility. I just look after the first team. I am also going to put it out there that if I find that this doesn't work, because obviously I've not really done a Director of Football challenge before too much, and basically if I find, because at the moment RAUL has not signed any players, so if it's a case where we're just not going in for players, then I might have to take over that, I might have to eliminate this rule. But at the moment I want to see what it's like in the feet, in the shoes, whatever you want to call it, of Unai Emery, where he doesn't really have much control of anything apart from the first team, and coaching them and developing them and making sure they're ready to win games. So obviously our ultimate goal is to just look after the first team. So I quickly want to show you, obviously you've probably seen videos out there guys of the setup of Football Manager. Obviously there's a lot of similarities between FM19. Obviously all these pages look very, very similar, but they have made some changes. One of the changes they've made is the development centre, which I absolutely love. Obviously you've got your under 23 squad here, your under 18 squad there as well. All that's broken down, but you've got this split up. So you've got your reports by Per Mertesacker, and he basically gives a general overview of your players out on loan, your under 23 squad, your under 18 squad. Then you've got in the middle here your first team candidates, which again I think is fantastic. It tells you obviously their progress, which squad they're in, their current ability, their potential, obviously development advice as well. But it lists players that are potentially ready for the first team. Obviously here it's saying Eddie Nketiah, who's out on loan at Leeds, and then we've got Konstantinos Mavropanos as well, who's currently out injured. So, but it says he could become a star player and potentially slightly better than Socrates. I'm not going to say his second name. I'm not going to do that. There's other section here that says needs attention. I've not seen anything in that yet. As far as I'm aware, it's if there's any players out on loan that aren't really performing, or we need to recall them or something like that, it might report up in here saying they're not getting enough games, bring them back. That's what I think it is. And then obviously we've got the ones to watch. It lists the players, like the under-18 squad, basically. Players that are either out on loan or out of the club, but all players to look out for that will potentially be very good. This guy is definitely one to watch. I've seen a few videos of him for the under-18s, doing very, very well. And potentially, 16 years old, he could be a quality player and better than El Neni. Now, that statement might not be one that stands out and say, wow, yeah, this player's going to be great. But apparently, according to Football Manager, if we look at our squad depth, Mohamed El Neni is actually our best midfielder. So that's better than Torreira, Guendouzi, Granit Xhaka, Ceballos, Joe Willock. Apparently, El Neni is our best midfielder. But he's out on loan. And while we're on the screen as well, I just want to, because obviously I wanted to do this as an intro to the series and a squad review as well. Obviously you can see this random formation that I'm using at the moment. But in terms of quality players, we've got good players at the squad. They're all like 3 stars at the back. We've got no 4-star or 3.5 stars or more in the squad. Bert Leno's a 3.5 goalkeeper, so that's not too bad. Centre midfield again, 3 stars, no one higher than that. And then Aubameyang's a 3-star left winger. He's obviously better up front. Him and Lacazette both 4 stars. But apart from Lacazette and Aubameyang, Pepe's only rated as a 2-star as a striker. We've not got any strikers at the club after these two. Wingers, again, 3-star. And Nicolas Pepe on the right, 2.5 star. Although, if you look at the potential ability, which is really exciting, Martinelli could be a 4-star forward. Saka, 5-star winger. He's got some superb stats in this game. Look at this. 16 pace, 17 acceleration, 15 dribbling, 14 technique, 14 off the... Very, very good player. Obviously, he's good in real life. He's broken into the side. Reece Nelson also there, 4.5 star. Emile Smith-Rowe, 4.5 star. And the good thing about some of these players is they can play on both sides, so they're not restricted. Joe Willock as well, 3.5. Martinelli, 4-star. Midfield, Joe Willock, centre midfield, 5-star. Maitland-Niles as a centre midfielder, which is interesting, 4.5 star. Guendouzi, 4.5. Torreira, 4. So these players have got a lot of room to develop, which is good. Kieran Tierney at left back, potential 4-star. Maitland-Niles, surprisingly, at left back. Kolasinac. Saka can even play left back if we need to, or wing back anyway. Better in Maitland-Niles again. Chambers can play there. But again, defence is something where we need to improve, because Rob Holding has got the best potential and he can only go up to 3.5. So we need to get some 4-star defenders. Definitely. That's what we need to look for. Maybe some strikers. Again, looking at all positions. Mesut Ozil. Emile Smith-Rowe as an attacking midfielder. Which we've not really gone too much. I'll show you my tactics in a minute. And then left back again, exactly what I said. Maitland-Niles could be a 4-star right back. But again, in centre midfield, centre defence, there's not much room for improvement. I'm not going to go into the overview of that. Like I said, I'll go into my tactics. And the 3 tactics that I've set up, obviously this one. So it's basically a 4-2-4, but the wing backs are further forward, and then the wingers will cut inside. So essentially you could have 2 there, 2 there, 2 there. These guys going up and down when needed. Next formation, again, pretty much the same, but with the fullbacks not as wing backs. And obviously they're dropping deeper, so we've got a flat back 4. Like I said, pretty much the same there. And then the next formation is the typical 4-2-3-1. Works very well on some saves I've done, like Panathinaikos, and obviously my Norwich save worked very well. This is the formation that really Arsenal should be using. But I used this in the first few games in pre-season, which I'll show you, and it didn't really go well. Only 2-0 against the under-23s. Drew 1-0 with Krasnodar, 1-0 with Shakhtar. And then I have switched it to these other formations, the attacking ones, and we're banging in some goals. The Xhaka one against Shania you might have seen on my Twitter account, because that was an absolute peach of a goal. Martinelli would go there. Troy Cole as well. And obviously the fixture list isn't the same as the actual fixture list. So we're starting off with Southampton. I'm not sure if I'm going to come back for that game, or I'm probably going to start. our next episode will be against Man United at home, because that's a big game. It'll be interesting to see. I'm not sure yet if I want to do 2 games in the series or 1. It's probably likely going to be just the 1. But we'll see. Leave your comments in the comment section, guys. Let me know. Would you rather see 1 or 2 games in the series? Obviously, if I'm only going to be doing 1 video a week, you're not going to get as much. But at the same time, I don't want the videos to be too long for you guys. So we'll see what happens. You never know. I might go to 1 and then try and get 2 episodes out a week. Even when I've got the... But like I said, I've got quite a lot going on at the moment. So there are fixtures. So obviously, when we look at the fixture list, the first thing we look for is, when are we playing Spurs? 23rd of November, we are at New White Hart Lane. We've got Man City on the 14th of December. Home to Norwich the day after my birthday, which is good. Who we've got on Boxing Day. Watford at home. New Year's, Southampton at home. So it's quite easy over the Christmas period. We're not travelling that much. And then Spurs again at the end of the season, the 21st of March. Finishing the season off against Wolves, who we've got today. This is the day that I'm recording it. It's Saturday. The day after the beta has been released. So yeah, they're the games that we've got. And what else do I want to show you guys? Tactics I've shown you. Team report. We'll have a look at the staff. So we'll have a look at all of them. I've requested... Well, I have made some changes to the coaching team. Obviously, there was Villa, who was... He was a coach, but he's technically the assistant for Unai Emery. I let him go because he wasn't that great. And I brought in this guy here, Eichhorn, who has got some very good stats, but apparently as a coach, it's only... I can't remember, I think I put him on attacking technical, and he's only got like 3 stars. So not that great, but that's okay. We've got a lot of fitness coaches. We brought in this guy as well, Vandenberg. Again, attacking. Not great. These stats aren't particularly fantastic, but we brought him in. But the rest of the squad's being looked after by everyone else. Obviously, Steve Boulders, our under-23 manager. Our under-18 manager is Ken Gillard. So, head of youth development, obviously, Mertesacker. Freddie Ljungberg's our assistant. I thought his stats would have been better than that, but I like him anyway, so we're going to keep him. Obviously, Edu Gaspar is our technical director. Not bad for judging player ability, but again, it's up to them guys to find the players. RAUL Senalelli, judging player potential and ability, 17-17, so very good. He's the guy that's going to be looking after... we'll have a look at the responsibilities. He's the guy that's going to look after, obviously, signing the players. So, staff-wise, the only thing I'm responsible... Like, we'll go into more detail for this. The only thing I'm responsible for is handling the team selection. Hiring and firing's all up to these guys. I've put it forward to all the directors. Nothing else we've got there. Contracts. Renewing Arsenal coaching staff contracts. So that is up to me. And medical staff as well. But players, it's up to the other guys. In terms of scouting, RAUL Senalelli is the director of football. So he is handling scouting meetings and assigning scouts. Transfers and contracts, initiating player signings for us. I'm hoping this is right, because I had to get Tomox to help me with this one, because I couldn't find it. Initiating player signings for Arsenal, negotiating player signings. So that's all Senalelli. Incoming offers for first team players, again, Raul's looking after that. Mertesacker after all the young players, he's going to be bringing them in. He did go after one player, to be fair, Per Mertesacker. Looked quite good, but he ended up joining Liverpool. Now, one thing I did ask is, how do I get someone to renew my players' contracts? And that is just under the contract section. So, Vinay, I've got him looking after that. And then the youth players, again, Mertesacker. And then you've got the other thing, media. I'll be responsible for media. Again, the same with training, apart from the youth teams. Tactics. Obviously, I lead the briefings, but I normally get the assistants to that, but I might do it for a little bit. And then match day, I will be responsible for that as well. So they're my responsibilities. Just wanted to go through that. There's a few differences there. One other thing I do want to say to you guys, if you are watching, I know that obviously a lot of you will be downloading graphics, logos, stuff like that. On this preferences, there is not a clear cache option. And thank you, I think it was Jen Caldo who done a video on this, but I just want to put it out there as well. If you're watching, you're struggling to find the clear cache button, you don't need to do that. All you need to do is basically change the skin, confirm it, and it will then update. So you don't have to worry about going, click on this, blah, 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 blah. It's literally you just change the skin, confirm, and then you can change it back afterwards, and then it will upload all your graphics for you. Which I am doing. Obviously, we've got the logos here. I've moved over I've not gone for the face packs for DF11 because I don't like them, especially when you look at the players on here, and obviously there's only a small box. So I'd rather just have the faces. I am downloading. I don't know if I'm going to use it. The obviously ones, was it the scope ones that are in a circle? I might use that. I'm not sure yet. But this one's probably better for my Gordon Ramsay save as well, so I might keep it. Although this is the old pack from last year, so players like Martinelli don't have a face. So that's why I might change it. So that is that. That is the squads. My thoughts on it, we're just going to change this back to general selection and picks. There we go. So, so far from what I've got out of this, Chambers is pretty good as right back. Mustafi has got a sweet right foot on him. He's done pretty well, to be fair. Maitland-Niles is very flexible, as you can see, he can play in a lot of positions and potentially a 4.5-star player. So he's one that we want to develop. James Olenika, I will probably do a players to watch video later on in the series for the Arsenal younger players, just so you guys potentially... I want to see what they're like, but obviously players to look out for in the game. James Olenika is definitely one of them. Potentially a 3.5-star. Stats aren't great so far. He's very pacey, but he has got one hell of a shot on him. He's got 10 for long shots, but the power that he gets on his shots is incredible. Balogun is one that I've been singing praises for ages. Potential 3-star, but he's got good acceleration, 14 pace, 14 finishing. I thought his heading would have been better. Very good player. I didn't realise he was American, but like I said, very, very good player. Mesut Ozil's stats on here aren't very good. But then the ones that he is good for are fantastic. Off the ball, passing technique, vision, first touch, 19. So very good stats there. Yeah, so I've made a promise to him to qualify for the Champions League. Same with Aubameyang. Guendouzi is superb. Can't wait to play more often with him. Nelson's good. Saka, we've shown you. Joe Willock. This is a player that I've loved for ages. 3 years ago on... it must have been FM16 or 17. It was FM17. Joe Willock done superb for me. He was like my top goal scorer. And it looks like Football Manager got it right on this occasion because he is a very good player. Smith Rowe, cannot wait to play with him as well. Very good player. Lucas Torreira is injured. We've got quite a few injuries at the moment. Nicolas Pepe has just come back from injury, so he's not played in pre-season yet, but he's got fantastic pace and dribbling skills. Tierney obviously is going to be fantastic for us. But like I said, we can't make any signings. We've got a lot of those 3-star players. It's up to RAUL to bring in these quality players for us. I have requested or set some targets, transfer targets for him, but they've disappeared for some reason. Oh, here we go. So, Tolisso, Nicolas Soule, Odson, Eduardo, and Christian Ajar. They're players that I've said to him that I want. I just want to state that I've not played this for too long, so they're just quickly players that I've put out there. So, I don't know if we are going to sign any of them. We've only got a transfer budget of, well, it was 10 million. It's gone down to 7 because I think we signed a youth player, which I'll show you in a minute. Wage budget, not got much to play with. But next season we should have more. Not too many changes in terms of the finance here. This is a bit more clearer, which is good. We've got the depths here. It goes into club membership and your supporters trust, etc. But you're looking at a projection. We should have, at the end of this season, 116 million is a transfer budget, which would be good. We can get some decent players. But obviously, again, that is up to RAUL, who to bring, who to let go. We are just managing the players that we've got. So obviously this is one of the new things about FM20. We've got the club vision here. play attacking football, entertaining football, sign players under the age of 18 for the future. Ongoing plans were working within the wage budget. So obviously, we've not really got too much to do with that, but obviously we can put players on the transfer list and put them on the not wanted list to get rid of them as well. Targets for this season: to reach the final of the Europa League, qualify for the Champions League, reach a semi-final of the FA Cup. Following season, again, qualify for the Champions League, contract expires, and then in 21-22, that's when they want us to challenge him for the title. So I really do like this layout. I like the colours and everything. You got these yellows, greens, all looking very good. Obviously, it highlights a few things here. Happy with the finances involved in the deal going out to loan out Gabriel Martinelli. So we got a lot of the wages back for that, which is why they're happy. We can have a look at that, to be fair. So yeah, 10,000 per week they're paying. They're paying 50% of his wages. So we're getting some money back for that. That's helping with the wage budget. And that is it. So there's nothing too much else to go. Obviously, there's our lovely kits that I'm donning right now. And like I said, in pre-season, we've scored quite a few goals, but obviously they were weaker teams. It'll be interesting to see how we do with Southampton, how we do against Man United. I'm tempted. I don't know what formation I'm going to play. Will I play this one because it's the safe bet? Will I play this one because it's worked very well for me in the past, especially at FM20? Or will I go for this new, different style of formation? It'd be interesting to see. I'll probably go for this one, I think, because I do like the 4-2-4. I like having Lacazette and Aubameyang together because they work very well. And Alba's only a 3-star as a left winger, so obviously it restricts him essentially here. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, we're going to come back for the Man U game. I've not done too much with the training yet. The only thing that I've set up is for pre-season, I put it on very heavy. But we will be looking to this more detail. I have changed a few bits round because we were creating a lot of chances but struggling to convert them. So a few times I have done it where I've set up chance conversion on the training rather than things like physical or overall or whatever. But generally, we're going through the pre-season, a heavy workout, so we can last the whole season. Obviously, we've got a pressing game, and a lot of the tactics, again, where when you choose your custom tactics, a lot of them are to do with heavy pressing. So you do need good fitness for that. So that is just a quick introduction into the save, what I'm going to be doing, guys. Obviously, the challenges that are going to come across with the head coach challenge. If you guys want to do it, let me know which save you're doing and I'll check out the videos. But yeah, that is what we're going to do. If you've got any other feedback as well that you'd like to see in this series, I'm happy to play around with a few things. I want to do a few skip videos that I've not done in a while, but I really enjoyed them. Obviously, that guy JC has taken them to a new level, but I started them off. Only joking, mate. But yeah, make sure you check him out and follow him because he's a great content creator. There are some fantastic content creators out there as well, so make sure you check them out. Obviously, I want you to watch me, but there's some other great ones out there as well. FM20 Beta is one of them, so check him out. But yeah, I'm probably going to do a video later on in the year as well of some managers that I think you should, or some content creators I think you should follow that are under 500 subs. Make sure you check them out. Currently we're on 554 for subs, so if we could get that to 600 this month, that would be an absolute fantastic achievement. I'm sure there's going to be a spike with the amount of FM20 videos being watched and that. So if we could hit that, if you can help me out, guys, I'll really appreciate that. And like I said, we're going to come back for the Man United game. If you want to see anything else, let me know. But for now, thank you very much. Hit that like button if you like the video, guys. Subscribe if you want to see more of this series. And you're looking forward to my Gordon Ramsay series as well. And I'll see you guys soon. Take care.